What up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is back in the cave. My bald ass. Anyway, so I'm finally back here now. As you know or don't know, I've been out at my parents' out in Corona for, I probably was out there back and forth for over a year. Because of my dad's health conditions, because of the house fire, because of a lot of things that were just been going on in the family. And now I am finally back in the cave. And I had a lot of people, tons of people that kept hounding me. They're like, hey, Muggy, how many nitros you got? What, blah, 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 this and that. They wanted to see the nitro cave. So this video, whether it's 35, 45 hour, just, you know how my videos are, usually it's an hour. There's so much, I have so much stuff that I need to go through. I've accumulated so much stuff since I've been gone. So obviously when I got back, I'm like, geez, I don't have a lot of room for a lot of this stuff. So, I've probably got at least, I'm just estimating $60,000 to $70,000 worth of stuff in this room. So I also had to make a list and a slash on slash will. So if anything ever happens to me, I told my daughters they can take all this stuff that I have and either, basically sell it and get the money. So, I've got a lot invested. And I'm going to spend another, as you guys heard me on prior videos, I'm going to spend another probably close to $20,000 by the end of 2023. I've got a couple more nitro engines coming, 2 more nitro platforms coming, a big bore, small bore, 5th scale, and another 5th scale, and then various other stuff. So anyway, we're going to do a walkthrough of the nitro cave since it's been a long time. A lot of people haven't seen the cave. I'm just going to show you basically what I got and, how my setup is here. Like I said, if you look, I've got a lot of the stuff down here around the floor, over here. We're not even going to go over here. I got a 48-inch flat screen smart TV that I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. I don't know if I'm going to get a wall mount on the wall or set it up here, but I got to do something with that. I've got so much crap in here. My goal is to get everything off the floor to where I can, at least breathe in here. So, I've got boxes full of stuff. So, I think we'll start on this side and we'll work our way around. And I'll just kind of show you my stations and how, my platforms. We're going to do all the nitro stuff first, then we'll do the 5th scale stuff. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got like 4 or 5 different little sections that I work out of. Okay. Obviously, you guys can see this thing. This is the Muggy. For a long period of time, I never had one. And they're like, how can you say you're the Muggy Maniac and you don't even have a Muggy? But this is my Muggy. I went through most of it. I've got some other extra upgrades that are coming. I finally found the motor mount. Jesus, these people want, 50, I think it was like $60 I paid for the motor mount, but they're rare because this thing is discontinued. If you know anything about nitro 8 scale monster trucks, this is the epitome of monster trucks. Legendary, forget the Savages, junk, garbage, rotostart, pull start. I know people like their Savages or whatever. You guys have seen me show that Bodegel video. Excuse my language. He gets back from running his 4.0 low C. He says, fuck the Savage. Waste of time, waste of money, junk, garbage. It's all about the truggies. I mean, I was going to post that video, but I posted it so many times. You guys have seen it before. But Bodegel, I'm not saying it. That's what he said. Bodegel said savages are a waste of time, a waste of money, junk, headaches, F it. If you're going to get into nitro, 8 scale, truggies, buggies, even a monster truck, this is the one you want to own. Now, many people own it. Okay, well, not many people, but people own this, and some people have ones that are cleaner than mine. I got a really good deal on this. Mine happens to be running. If you look in here, I got the side rails. I've got the original, I think they're JR, whatever servos in there, which are okay. Excuse me. But mine has a modified 0.25 Roma. That's a nasty engine. I'm running the 9, well, it's called the 51021, formerly known as the 9886 Super Strong, and the 41032 header on there, and that's what I'm running. So, these shocks are really big, and one thing I just noticed, that you can put these, and I'm thinking of doing it. It probably cost me a couple $100, but these Losi 5B shocks that you're looking at right here will fit on this. So if you can imagine, put these badass shocks on this Muggy. Oh, it'll be sick. So anyway, that's the Muggy Legendary Icon. I don't run it that much, but I do run it. This is no shelf queen. We've ran it before, and we'll run it again. But yeah, the body is in decent condition. I mean, it's not mint. I'm thinking of doing a carbon fiber wrap on the back rear wing like I've done before. You guys have seen my work that I do on my wings. So anyway, this is the first station that I work at. Office chair. We sit down here. We've got tools. My nephew Nicholas. I love him to death. My sister's son. Mr. Potato Head. This is not I'm not clowning or anything, but I bought this because this is what I called Woogie Nitro. Mr. Potato Head. But actually, he's a good guy. We're friends. We're not, enemies anymore. So, yeah, and I've got various stuff underneath here. This is where I keep, well, actually, ooh, what's that? Is that what I think it is? No way! The Muggy has a Traxxas engine? 2.5? Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I do have a project that I'm doing for a friend of mine, but there's down underneath where you can see I keep a lot of my little knickknacks and stuff I use for cleaning and wrenching. I love the Protec T-handles, Protec glow igniters. This is my top part. Those are Kleins, which are very, very good, expensive, but high quality T-handle X-wrenches. Various oils. I've got some really rare Offna drivers. There's my entities. Those are decent. And my next nitros are, this is the Techno NT? Well, no, NB. We won't call it NT, it's NB. Hold on, sorry about that. Pinch that. There we go. Techno NB 48.3. It's old. This is obviously an older model. But I've got all the bells and whistles, all the goodies in this thing, all the carbon fiber, all the titanium. This thing is mint. For as how old as it is, it's in better shape than I've seen a lot of people that have 2.0s. I'm running the Reds R5R Team Edition. I think I ran this engine, I can't remember. Jesus, I got so many engines now. I mean, I lose track. I mean, look at that. Look at that one. Those. I got ones in boxes. I probably got 50 engines now. So there may be people that have had more nitro engines than me, but I guarantee you, I'm the only guy on the channel, on YouTube, on social media, whatever you want to call it. I'm the only guy that I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You find somebody else, let me know, that has more modified engines than anybody. So I'm talking upwards of around 50 modified engines. And except for a couple, all of them are modified by Lance at RC Renew, which in my opinion does the best modifications you could ever get done. It's worth the money, trust me. Okay. So anyway, that's the Techno. We got to run that thing. I think I only ran that engine maybe once, if that. Can't remember. We still haven't ran the Triton. Now, remember I told you guys it's in the Kyosho. This is my Kyosho NP9 TKI4, which, by the way, again, has all the bells. That's just me. I want, when I build my nitros or whatever nitros that I have, I want all the top line, all the titanium, all the carbon fiber, all the aluminum, the best of the best of the best of the best. That's just me. And some people are like, oh, well, you're acting like you're, you know, if we don't have as good as you do, that we're nothing. And I never said that. People have said that to me so many times, which is BS. Whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, that's fine. This is just me. When I build my nitros, I build the best of the best. I want all the top stuff on them. So this Kyosho has everything. There's nothing that you can do to this thing that will make it any better than it is. Same thing with my Techno. Same thing with my Mugen. That's my Mugen. And that's an MBX5. That's an older one right there. And it's got, well, MBX7 and MBX6 parts on it. So it's kind of a hybrid. I call it MBX5 2.0 or whatever. And it's got the, I know I haven't ran that engine yet since I got it modified. That's the Pico, the Pico V1 Team Edition. That thing's got everything. DLC coated crank, modified front and rear ceramics. And that's another thing too that I want to mention. And this is what I learned early in the game from the founder of Novarossi, Caesar. He said, and he was the guy when he worked at Novarossi that checked all the bearings. He said the most important part of a nitro engine is the bearings. Because you got to remember, the crank is in the bearings and it's spinning. So it depends on the bearings to be balanced, to spin right. Because if it's off or anything, which means if the bearings are off, that's how you throw connecting rods. And trust me, I know, I've thrown a few. So every single engine that I own, okay, the Roma, the Reds, the Triton, L3, this is the 3-port. I don't have the 5. Lance is building me right now a L5 Evo, which I should be getting soon, modified. But I'm really not a 3-port guy because I don't race. 3-ports are mostly, if anybody knows about racing, 3-ports are for racing. I don't race, so I don't really need a 3-port, but I do own one. And this thing is badass. When I got it, originally it was a race mod, and it was nasty. I sent it back to Lance. Now it's a drag mod, so I'm very, very interested to see how it is now. We're going to run it soon. And then, like I said, the Pico V1, I haven't ran that yet since I got it modded. It was nasty stock. I'm for sure it's going to be nasty modded. So before we get over into this section, most of these are my Novorossis. Okay. A lot of people talked shit and said, oh, well, that's not an actual original Adam Drake, blah, 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 blah. Point of the matter is, it is a Novorossi Adam Drake, whether the block is different and the head was changed. It's got his autograph. If you don't have an autographed Adam Drake engine, then, excuse my language, but who gives a fuck? Okay? If I said this was an Adam Drake, Novorossi, all original, brand new out of the box, yeah, that's cool. Holy Grail to some. This is autograph. That's Adam Drake's autograph on there. If you don't have an autographed Adam Drake engine, then, again, excuse my language, shut the fuck up. This is autographed by Adam. He signed this head for me before he sent it. I ran it once and that was it. Probably never run it again. So, I've got this little badass engine, which is basically, it's a on-road. This is the Novorossi Elossi tuned rocket. This thing is exactly what it says. It's a rocket. So I'm going to eventually build either a serpent, probably a serpent or a Mugen on road. So this one here is the Bonito. Okay. This is getting sent in to Lance. So these engines I'm showing you here, this is basically my Novorossi shelf. These are all my, hold on a minute. These are all my Novorossi engines. This one here is this is the Virtus. Now this is a nasty engine. I almost forgot about this one. That's a Virtus 7-port. It is a bad ass. Okay. This one. Oh, let me grab this one. This is the P5. Probably one of the nastiest .21s I own. It's just, the torque on the thing is crazy. I think, which one is this? That's an Elite, scuffed up head, but still a badass. And that's the Elite. I think that's the Elite 5, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Elite 5. So I've got a lot of engines. Too many. I just have an engine obsession. Nitro engines. These are all my LRPs, or most of them anyway. 32 modified. 32 modified by RC Renew. .28 modified. We gotta still run that. I haven't ran it since it got modded. That's the point. Or what is it? Which one is that one? Oh no, these are the Picos. These two are the Picos, P3s, modified. Those are nasty, nasty, nasty big blocks. So plans are, I'm taking this big old picture frame down. I'm putting a pegboard like this one because I got so much stuff I need to hang up. Those are a lot of my bodies. These are a lot of where I keep my wings. You know, I've got bodies all over here. I've got more bodies. I don't got no place to put them. This is my tool chest. It's kind of disorganized. I got to straighten this up. That's where I keep a lot of my tools. My MIPs are in here, which go into there. So I got to straighten. I got the little MIP wrenches. So I got to straighten all these up. I've got all my, these are brand new. I think I've got 1, 2, I've got like 3 or 4 sets of MIPs. I don't care what anybody says. Forget about Huddy. Forget about Airmark, which are, that one's an Airmark. Very expensive. It's all about MIPs. So, these are all my, mostly, these are like, I got techno stuff in here, some Mugen stuff in here, and the fifth scale. Radio wise, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down here below, I think I've got, those are my 2 NB4 Nobles. I have a Sanwa, decent, which is okay. Keep my whatchamacallit, my calipers in here. Up on this shelf, scale, temperature guns. Obviously this is my Futaba. That's funny, somebody told me, how can you say Futabas aren't as good as, or that MB4 Nobles are better than Futabas? I said, you know why? Because I own both. That's why. I don't just say stuff to just say it. I mean, it's a good radio. You know, for the price. But compared to my Nobles, hands down, I would recommend a Noble any day. Just because it comes with a battery. The receivers are cheaper. I mean, even the FSGT 3Bs, I've got 1, 2, 3 of these brand new. I have this one, which they don't even make anymore. I only run this in the Techno. Because it has so many telemetries and because of the way it is, for whatever reason, it runs, you can't run this radio in any vehicle. If the receiver is close to the engine, which Technos aren't, they're up front, from the heat or whatever from the engine, it messes with it. So anyway, moving on. That was from Gearhead Addict. I call him Dickhead Addict. He sent me that wrench with some other stuff. I like Social Distortion. Here, obviously, we got the Serpent. Okay, it has you guys seen this? I don't know how many times. We're gonna switch engines out of here. I don't know what I'm gonna run in here next. But this works. B5 is I just might keep it in. This is a nasty engine. I love this thing. This thing hauls the mail. Here, you guys have seen this. I think you've seen it. If not, I think I need to run it. I think I ran it a couple times, but my GoPro kept acting weird. I'm gonna get a new GoPro too, by the way. So it's got the Alpha 0.28 modified. Now this is stock engine. It's alright. Modified, it's badass. The only problem with the Achilles of these engines, these Alphas, are not just these, but the 0.21s, are their connecting rods. But this is the Associated. I was going to sell it, but then I decided to keep it. But the way that it's set up now, it's got the Triton, I think 2148 in it, with a Triton header. It's a badass. I mean, I want to take this on. This might be one of the Truggies. I've taken the Techno to Revelations. I might take this to Revelations, get on the track. Those are my old school classic whatevers. You know, I got the 427 over there. I've got one of my first engines, Offna, that one. And some crappy Chinas. Then we have the infamous Techno. This thing has all the bells and whistles you could possibly need. All the carbon fiber, all the titanium, all the aluminum. Woogie has you know, he's got the MC2 stuff on it, but he doesn't have the same. There's stuff I have on this that nobody has. Well, I don't say nobody, but anybody that I know, because for the simple fact, it was really hard for me to find it on this thing. I mean, I've got the aluminum top servo saver plate. I've got the front, look in here, front and rear aluminum drive shafts. Okay, and then I've got the chassis braces and stuff. So But yeah, this thing, it's titanium turnbuckles. I mean, I've never even seen anybody run carbon fiber mud guards. That came with them. I think they came with them, yeah. So, but this thing, you know, it's not the newer one, but I keep, like you guys know or don't know, I take good care of my stuff. So this is one of my, I'm glad I was able to salvage this, because this was in the fire at my parents'. So I was able to salvage it, thank God, because if I didn't, I would have been, I mean, you can't replace it. They don't make the NT 48.3 anymore. So I was glad that I was able to replace it. So anyway, over here, those are all the, I've got one more in the box, 28.8 Rex Legend. So I've got 4 of them. So those are 3. There's a RV Mods, RC Renew modded, PNR modded, and I think the other one's RC Renew. This is getting sent. I gotta pack this thing up. It's a Pico Boost 0.21 that I just got. That's gonna get modified because it's stock right now. These are my reds, some of my reds. RCR modded, R5R, nasty. Okay. 521, modified by RCR, nasty. I think, whatchamacallit, EKG 2000 or whatever, just did a video, and he mentioned I have one, which I do, but this one's not stock, so this one's modified. It's a nasty, nasty 0.21, especially because it's modified. And then I have another, this is my original RB Mods, one of my first 0.21s modified Team Edition. So, and I've got, I don't know, I've got Picos, and I mean, I've got so many engines, it's not even funny. So, very rare. Novorosi beanie, I don't even wear that. Fanny pack. Got another Works in here. My nephew free-handed that. Pretty cool. And we have the NBX 7 2.0 because it's got NBX 8 parts on it. Front and rear, carbon fiber, everything. This is a badass. I love this thing too. So we're gonna run the modified LRP 0.28. I haven't ran that yet since it's been modded. So let's go down here. In here in this cabinet, this is where I keep all my fuel. Fifth scale fuel, nitro fuel. I keep it in here, nice and cool. I got some other. Sorry about that. We'll get you in the matrix. So we have a bunch of tires, these boxes in the back here, so I keep a lot of my pipes. These are DE Racing rims. I think these are Hot Racing. These are brand new. I haven't even ran them. Got some Badland. These are a lot of my buggy tires, Badland tires. I've got these Ubers spikes. These are for my 5B. Haven't even ran those yet. So many tires and stuff that I haven't even ran yet. Oh, okay. Now, oh. Also, check these out. Holy Grail of Holy Grail. Badlands 1178. I've got 2 sets in the bag. I think I have somewhere back in here, I've got 2 more sets that I just put together. Haven't even touched the ground. So I basically got 4 sets, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sets of Badland 1178s that I haven't even touched. Okay, I think that pretty much covers all the nitro stuff. Some more tools, and I gotta put all this stuff away. I've got so much crap on the ground. So let's do 5th scale now. Let's start out with, this is obviously the King Motors 5B. It's got the, right now it's got the 30.5 SRE Customs Modified in it. I done a lot of upgrades. Not everything. There's still more that I can do to it, but as much as I want to do. It has right now the oil mat pipe. which, by the way, I got an OBR pipe coming. We're going to do a Baja pipe shootout. So we're going to compare Taylor pipe, Bartolome pipe, Olamat pipe, and OBR pipe. We're going to compare all the pipes. So obviously that's one of my 5B body. That's my original 5B body that I painted when I got it. 5B beanie. So these are just some racks that I have here, and I've got all these bodies up here. So my Milwaukee, my Makita. I mean, I've got way too much stuff. All these bags right here that you see, all full of tools. And this is probably not my, I don't want to say my favorite because I love my 5B, but as far as trucks, this is the baddest of the baddest of the baddest. It doesn't get any better than this, and you guys have seen it many, many times. Highly recommend to anybody that owns one of these, whether it's the Pro or I think then there's the FT, which is the next line. The Ultimate is obviously the top line. So this is the basically Bugatti of fifth scale trucks. Right now in it is the Taylor 35. I've ran it a couple times. I didn't film any of it. I mean, I was just breaking in the chassis. But we have a 2000, well actually it's more than $2,000, $2,500 big bore that's being built as we speak for this truck. So there will, stay tuned. There's a big bore unboxing will be coming in the next few weeks. But yeah, this is the MCD W5 Pro Ultimate. And it is just that. I love this thing. Yeah, spend the money. These rims and tires, you get them through Cardinal Racing. Just talk to Mohair Boucher. They're like $200. I mean, basically you're paying $50 a rim and tire. But I think they look sick. Because I see a lot of people run these ones, the stock ones, and yeah, that works okay, but you're not getting any traction. You want some traction, get these. These are Horman Racing. They're basically, if you look at them, they look like an Overspike. So, cost me a pretty penny, but well worth it. And before the engine, I've got about over 4K into this thing, so. But this is the creme de la creme, pride and joy of what I own. I love this thing, man. This is my favorite fifth scale. That's great. Awesome. Yes, it's badass. Baja's cool. This is the Ultimate. Is it because it was my first fifth scale? Maybe. But it's just a bad mother. Taylor 5B or 5 billet, which I call it. I love it. I think I got brand new these giant grips that I'm gonna put on here. I mean, these ones still got plenty of tread, but yeah, OBR 34, Taylor 35's good engine. But compared to this thing, OBR 34, Reed Signature Series, crank mod, Olamat pipe. This thing is just, I mean, 1242 modded carb, power stack. This thing is just nasty. I love it. This thing, every time I run it, and I probably got over 5 gallons, almost 6 gallons through it. Every time I run it, it seems like it gets stronger and stronger. It's one of the most reliable engines I've ever owned. OBR strong all day long. So anyway, that concludes this video. You guys basically seen a walk around of the Muggy's cave of everything I got. There's actually more, but I need to get all this stuff organized. So I've got way too much stuff in this room. So I need to do a lot more of organization. If you guys are wondering what that is, Ryan Letts wrote me a letter. Which is cool. I'll leave you with that. Nitro RC guys, electric RC guys. Okay, so stay tuned, people. We got more Nitro platforms coming, more Nitro engines coming, more fifth scale engines coming, more fifth scale we got a lot of stuff coming. Where I'm going to put it, I have no idea. I don't even have room as it is, so I have no idea. We'll figure out something. And I know I'm going to be moving out of here in the next few months. And hopefully I can get a bigger place so I can store all, house all this stuff. So, alright people, one last little pan view of everything. The Muggy Cave. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff in here, Jesus. An anxiety attacks. It's so full. But yeah, we're going to do a Baja Pipe sheet out coming up, so stay tuned. Muggy's out. Peace!